The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be... The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and off we go from Nashville. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They go play action with Burrow. Steps away. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Burrow on play action. And that is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Mixon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. On 2nd and goal, Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
3rd and goal, Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd there to make the grab. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Tannehill. Buying time to his left. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And Gets a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run here with Evans. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the carry there, a good run. And now second and goal. Henry will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here. Tannehill going to throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. No return here for Wilson. To touch back, it'll come out to the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, force the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Here we go. Here we go.
First down. Here's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here. Tannehill looking to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down.
Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Going for the deep ball.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Titans, gain of 12. The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And off we go from Nashville. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
A check down here to Jones.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding it for a short gain.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
To throw is Rodgers. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jeffrey Simmons able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams.
Touchdown! Devontae Adams. 26 yards. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
After the sack on first down, Tannehill. Incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Time to go right now.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away.
And here's Rodgers on the return.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
Now we'll throw here to his running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now it's Rodgers, rolling to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. 1-3. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Jones. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. Jones again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with first and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31. To throw is Tannehill. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
A first down carry for Henry. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On second down now, it's Evans, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Evans. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. push the pile. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. They'll run. It's Henry. Room here to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 38 yards. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, that is a situation, Charles, where it's too long for the field goal. Why not take a chance on 4th down? And, boy, does it pay off handsomely.
And living with a lot of second-guessing goes with the job description when you're the head coach. And most guys nowadays, they understand and study analytics. They have someone on staff that walks them through it and then talks in their ear on game day. So they're a lot more comfortable rolling the dice and going for it.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. On Dupree, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And off we go from Nashville. Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure. And they will start at the 40.
On one, ready?
A handoff to Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Burrow will throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Burrow on first down. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Here we go, here we go. Big 13, big 13.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another first down. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Burrow looking to pass. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points. And following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
And some room to work. He's at the 50, 30, 10.
That's right, baby.
Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 95 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
6-0 our score after 1. bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Burrow on third down. Open man is Uzama. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And Burrow going to throw again. That's caught by his tight end Uzama. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they take the lead here at 7-6.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
This time they stay on the ground, and he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. To try again after the sack. Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this 1st half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points, while the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the 2nd half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some 1st downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry, and he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 104 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Second down, they go again with Henry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Tannehill on 3rd down. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. They snap it to Tannehill. Being chased out left. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last from the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Joe Mixon. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back to Mixon on second down. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase there to make the grab. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. So an important drive for them there. And they're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only 1 score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Derrick Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
We got this.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Keeps himself upright. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. B.J. Hill in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now Tannehill. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Dancing to his left. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. T. Higgins, 26 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 1st down, Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Kevin Farley. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards 45-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Nashville. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Brissett.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Tua on 4th down. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Tannehill. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. From the 50, it's Tannehill.
On the slant, he'll get it to Jones.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
Henry again on second down.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Tannehill. And he rifles one incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Tannehill. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
And Bullock will put this one through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
Not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just want to run past it.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
Picked off by Caleb Farley.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
He'll start with a give to Henry.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Running left, it's Henry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill.
He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. Henry. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff to Henry. He will push his way down to about the 14. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Back to throw, Tannehill. He's got a man. It's Ferkser, the tight end. And it's a Titans touchdown. Anthony Ferkser, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Tannehill looking to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bud Dupree, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Tua, the final shot before half. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 29, Tannehill escaping the pressure right.
A check down here for Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Let's go. 30.
They'll run on first down with Evans.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So good coverage there defensively, as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Here's Gaskin. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure on the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They give him a gain of 38. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45 marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And that will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now a run with Evans. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2nd and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. Complete to Jones. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw into the hands of Reynolds here. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Tannehill going to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Second down and goal. Tannehill. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's fourth down. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Titans have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. Tannehill going to throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their...
Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Jeffrey Simmons. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Tua's throw going into the hands of Williams. The play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Brian Flores learned under the master. He's going to go on fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And the kick is good, so they avoid the shutout. But still a tough one to swallow here. They only post 3 points. And this game is over. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. And with that, we sign off from Miami.